When I started making this work months and months ago, the first thing I started doing is taking molds of ornament and corners of some of the headstones that I like the most all over the cemetery, most of which are not along the tour path. Most of the headstones are from the Victorian era, and there's a lot of botanical symbolism used all throughout the cemetery, but especially in these headstones. And the plants and the botanicals were all assigned different definitions and purposes and meanings. So the ones that I like the most, I've taken molds of. It's a two-part silicone that you mix and it slowly hardens. It has a bubblegum texture. You let it harden and then you take that mold and you can do casts from that. And the casts are polyurethane resins and they are liquid plastics. And the material that I've used is also translucent. So when you put a light behind them, like I'm using with these bee boxes, it makes a sconce and sort of lets light come through a small sculpture of a botanical. An acanthus leaf has a lot of symbolism, and this acanthus leaf in particular is one of my favorites. There's 100 different types here at Oakland, and this one is the one that I like the most. I just like the carving of this one the best, and so I wanted to take this one as a sample and make a light from this. The lilies at the base of the giant cross were almost impossible to do a full mold of, so I ended up having to use just pieces and chose lilies from there that I could make molds from and then reassemble those together on a light box, sort of a collage, a sculptured collage to make that sconce.